certainly, Xolani, I have with me Brett Herron from the Good Party, and I want to start from this point. I know we're going to deal with other issues pertaining to SOEs, for example, but I want to start with Parliament, given the fact that the Minister of Public Works has taken that report of determining the extent of damage to the National Assembly, and then the Minister today announcing that 2 billion rand to rebuild Parliament.
Well, I mean, Parliament has to be rebuilt. Although there's a debate about whether it should be relocated, regardless of whether it's relocated, it's a heritage building and the heritage legislation requires that it is rebuilt. I think it was important to hear something about the rebuilding program and that there's a commitment in the next year's next financial year to funding the rebuilding, because it's almost been a year since the fire, and to get that clarity was welcome. We know that the Minister of Public Works and Infrastructure, Treasury and Parliament are going to work together on this rebuilding program, and so I think it was important to hear this is the way forward, and that it also put an end to the debate around a temporary Parliament, which would have cost about 700 million anyway.
Now let's move into other issues that he highlighted. I want us to start with the SOEs, because that's pretty much a hot topic right now.
Well, I mean, the assistance to Eskom, I think, is something that we have to accept. We all want a stable electricity supply, and if financial assistance to Eskom allows them to have the cash flow to deal with maintenance and procurement and performance, then that's what I think we must do. Transnet and Sunrail are also very important to SOEs. They provide the infrastructure that enables our economy to move. The bailout or the assistance to do Denel raises some questions, and we have to see what the motivation behind that is, because the cost-benefit analysis I don't think favours bailing out Denel. But certainly the support for Transnet, Sunrail and Eskom, three really important infrastructure-led SOEs, I think we have to accept and support.
Let's move into some of the other issues that affect the ordinary South African, for example, social grants, education and security, which is something that's really skating on thin ice in this country.
Yeah, I think it's almost one of the first times where we've heard policing and security being elevated into this kind of event or speech. The issue of additional resources to policing is welcome. We do have a crime problem in our country, but obviously crime is not going to be solved through policing alone. The support for the criminal justice system, in order for the criminal justice system to adequately investigate and prosecute the Zondo Commission findings, is really welcome and important, because if there are no consequences, we're never going to find our way out of this corruption mire that we're in. So I think that was a really an important addition. The extension of the social relief of distress grant beyond March 2023, I think, was inevitable. I think we have to stop the idea that this is a temporary grant. There's no way that you can remove the small relief that we're providing to the most impoverished people, even in 2024. And so the Minister really needs to start putting this as a permanent feature in our budget, and to start building towards a basic income grant, because we cannot have 9 million South Africans suddenly without the small amount that they are getting as a relief.
Thank you so much for your time, Brett Herron from the Good Party.